Hi, Chandra. We've been looking into various MSSPs that are offering cybersecurity services for their customers, and we're just hoping to get a breakdown of, what's in the market today, what are different approaches, and first the Seceon platform.
Great. I think that's a great question, Jack. And it's always good to kind of understand what is coming from the various MSSPs out there. So if you are looking into the cybersecurity, there are two domains. There's a hygiene domain, and then there is continuous real-time monitoring, and then detecting the threats and eliminating, containing those. So in that sector, if you look into what is happening, that any of the MSSPs who has been out there, if they want to cover enterprise, on-prem and data centers and all that, your cloud kind of like accesses, sometimes they will talk about hybrid clouds and all that, remote access, partner access, and mobile users they want to track and make sure they are not getting infected and all that. To offer this thing, all kind of comprehensive monitoring, most of them are using multiple kind of product to provide a coverage in there. So typically what you'll see, any of the MSSPs out there, which the big name you hear, they have a product which they have call it a sensor which get deployed. It takes some of the span port traffic and does some IDS part, and then they bring into their platform, and they want customer to buy all the different security product, whether it's ADR, NDR, vulnerability assessment, threat intelligence in there. Sometimes threat intelligence they may bring into their own platform there. You have a container and cloud security separately they want to buy. Same thing, either they are buying for on their behalf or they want them to buy some next generation SIEM. And the SOAR, either they are buying or they want customer to buy. So even if you look into that, many of the buying has to happen in there, and still there is a lot of things left to be desired in their platform. Then they are putting like level 1, level 2, level 3 security peoples who are taking input from these different security product, and they will say that we are providing you multi-layer security and all that. But one of the things you have to keep in mind, that in this case, these products have been developed from the different genesis, so they don't have the context and situational awareness. So a lot of being kind of like asked for these humans to go and make a sense or go and do a lot of analysis on. Sometimes you have multi-billions of events coming per day. So that creates like a significant challenge on the actual threat coverage you are able to get out of this. And a lot of things are left behind that you are never able to keep up with the speed and all that. So typically threat coverage you get, if you are very lucky, you will get like anywhere from 20 to 30, 40% at the most, And if you think about the Seceon MSSP, so Seceon definitely have today's more than 250 MSSP. Every week we are getting few more to join in, and then they start kind of onboarding few customers, learning about the platform. So what we did from the get-go, the platform from the Seceon was from the day one was developed that, hey, we have to develop a comprehensive cybersecurity platform. And then you might have some question that what does comprehensive cybersecurity platform means, So for that point of view, what we wanted to do is we wanted to take all the raw telemetry, whether it's like coming from the enterprise on-prem data center, all of your log flows and identities out there. And that is something applied to even the cloud or your hybrid cloud, whether you're using as an infrastructure or platform or services. Similarly is like your remote access, remote users and all that, partner access, mobile users and so on and so forth. All the telemetry, get the raw telemetry collected, whether you are using Seceon ADR agent, or you are just kind of based on the API we are pulling, or it's just raw logs kind of coming in based on the syslog or rsyslog or sysmon and all that in there, we're pulling in those. But then the platform is where kind of we have put all of our kind of things together and developed from the get-go. So multi-millions hours of development and innovation has gone in there to create a single platform. So that gives you single context and situational awareness to make sure all the data are being looked into the single context to proactively detect the threats. And then also, not only you have a comprehensive visibility, but the detections, and then also you are able to eliminate, contain the threat, either through the automated way, automated actions are your playbook actions, which is coming from your shore over there. And then you have your all the reporting, which is coming out of it. So you have your comprehensive set of compliance reports coming out, what is your team doing and all that. So that way, because of the ML, AI and dynamic threat models, what we have done is you don't have to have people going through those billions and multi-billions of events to bring the context and situational awareness. That is a platform is building. And then humans, if they have to look into certain things to take either human-based actions or kind of interact with the people who are responsible for the network or responsible for the systems, they understand what the actions are being taken. And one of the biggest thing what Seceon also did, it's not that you are able to take just the actions, but if you want to roll it back, you are able to roll it back as well. I know you have some questions, please go ahead.
So these tools and functionalities within the platform, are they Seceon's own? Are they different tools in the market that have been brought in? Or is it built in from the ground up?
Yeah, that's a great question. So for us, to make it a single context and situational awareness, it is really important that these things get developed from the grounds up and they look into the raw data into same context as the other functionalities are being looked into it. So all of these intellectual property, this is something we had to develop from the grounds up, and that's what enabled us to not only kind of bring the best efficacy and efficiency, but also it offers the best ROI for end customer, because at the end, what the end customers want to do is they want to get a comprehensive kind of cybersecurity at the cost point where they can afford. And it was really important for us because since from the day one, we thought about multi-tenancy. So, and we always had that, the big customer who can spend millions of dollars, they can go buy many tools and all that, and they can put into the many peoples to help them out. But then there are millions of small customers, how they get a comprehensive cybersecurity, which is as good as those big guys are even better than them. And that's what we brought in all of these capability into the single platform. It was not easy to do, and still we keep on innovating each and every day to make sure any of our customers, no matter how much of the size or how much they are spending, they are able to kind of achieve the comprehensive cybersecurity with proactive nature of detection, so they are not getting breached or they are not getting ransomware and then figuring it out later on and then have enough of the money to kind of recover from those kind of attacks in there. So that's what we are doing.
So not only is it increasing threat coverage, but you're because everything is put together under one platform without different islands and other tools, those other MSSPs, you're able to offer that at a great price to the customer as well.
Yeah, that's a great point. So that because of this is a single platform which has kind of brought in a lot of disruptive innovations in together, this has enabled our partners to offer the best ROI for our end customer, and it has made it affordable for smallest kind of customers to kind of give the biggest customer a comprehensive cybersecurity, which they would have not been able to even achieve, or they have not been able to achieve even spending multi-million dollars in there because of the disruptive innovation we have put into the platform. Yeah.
And that's wow. And the way the platform works, right? So it's built for the MSSP. So there's a plan to grow with the MSSP as well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you. Yeah. Thanks.
Perfect, yeah, no, thank you very much. This-
Thanks a lot.